Yo! Hi everybody, this is AB. So yeah, the video you're about to watch was actually filmed just over 6 months ago. It was filmed, say about an hour, a couple of hours before this video that you already watched. S6 Police College. Yeah, so basically I had to go to Chelmsford that day. I left from Oxfordshire and I drove all the way down this area here. I had some business over here. I can't tell you what that is. And then from there, I jumped into my car. I wanted to have a break, basically, have something to eat, and I needed the number one. I was dying. So I reset. I looked for the nearest supermarket. I believe I found there was a Morrison's around the area. I don't know the area, so I had to rely on TomTom. So I set my navigation on my phone. Whacked the phone in between my legs. I had my headphones as well, and I started driving. I was in a little bit of discomfort, so I probably was holding my my belt while I was driving. And I was driving exactly somewhere around here. As I got into this area, remember there was one person. Remember the public just on the right hand side. He was like waving at me to slow down. Straight away, I realized there's probably like a police camera speed check or something like that. I looked at my speedo. I wasn't speeding anyway. I carried on driving as normal. And then exactly there was a police officer, this guy here. He waved at me to stop. I stopped. He came into my window. He looked in between my laps. He saw the phone, obviously, and he asked me to drive down here. I've driven down here. Another police officer somewhere around here. He points at me to go into the car park. Went into the car park. He comes into my window. He asks for my driving license. I provided it. Now, yeah, so obviously I need to remind you guys, under 163 the Road Traffic Act, any police officer can stop any car, anytime without any reasonable grounds in this country. Police officer can ask you for your driving license and can ask you for your insurance under 164 and 165, I believe. You have to provide them. Now, if you are a freeman of the land and you want to play that game and you don't want to provide it, yeah, try that and see where you're going to end up. But in this country, like I said, is the law, you have to provide it. I know auditors don't usually like to identify themselves and all that. This is why they hide their cars. So a lot of people get the wrong impression that when you're driving, you don't have to identify yourself. You do. In this country, you do, whether you committed an offense or not. The good news is you don't have to carry your driving license or your insurance with you while you're driving. But you do have to give either your name and address or your name and date of birth. It's one or the other. I can never remember which one is which. Yeah, then if the police can check everything on the spot and let you go, if they can't, they give you a producer, which you will have to show the documentation within 7 days to your nearest police station, or they will lock you up. So I just thought I'd remind that to the viewers. Yeah, so I provided my driving license. Then the officer started looking at it and enjoyed the rest of the video.
You were arrested for terrorism offences recently. What was that
Arrested?
about? Yeah.
No.
No? You've got quite an extensive amount of arrests on your previous, haven't you?
Arrest?
Yeah, well, you've been investigated for possessing items useful to terrorism.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't think so. arrested for terrorism? That's it.
Pardon?
When was I arrested for terrorism?
Right, so that's your driving licence back. So what's going to happen? You're going to be reported for the offence of driving a motor vehicle whilst using your mobile phone. And in relation to that, listen, and you can reply after that.
Yeah.
And in relation to that, you didn't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention now something which later will lie in court, and anything you do say may be given evidence. All right.
Okay.
So the process is that you'll get a letter to your home address, the one on your driving licence, within about, unless you've moved from there, within about 1 month's time. That letter will explain what you need to do. There'll be two options on that letter. One will be you can accept a conditional offer of 6 points and a £200 fine, and the second one is you can request a court hearing where the officer that's seen you, that can provide the evidence, will go to court and you'll stand in front of a magistrate and both give your side of the story. Okay?
Right.
Got any questions for me?
Yes.
Go for it.
The question is, I was not using my phone.
Okay. So
now, having a phone on the seat
I'll
is,
cut
I think
it very
it's okay.
early, in as much as I've not witnessed anything, have I? I'm just dealing with you as another police officer. So I can't
So how
comment
can you
about...
give me the fine
Pardon?
if you haven't witnessed it?
Because I'm basing it on what my colleague said. But if you go to court,
Which
it'll be my
colleague? The one
colleague.
that pulled me over?
Nope, the one that's standing about 250 metres up the road. So if you go to court, it will be that officer that gives evidence in relation to it, and also the one that stopped you there. Not me, I've not seen it, I'm just issuing the talk. Okay?
The one about 250 yards?
So you've got a gentleman there that's pulled you over, yeah? And you've got an officer standing further up the road that's...
Well, basically, somebody pulled me over, I stopped, and then he looked into my car, he sees a phone on the seat. And
it was the other officer that said you've had your hands in your lap tapping away with your phone in your lap up the road.
Tap? Yeah, that's the bit I don't agree with. I never tapped my phone.
Okay, well, I mean, a use can be many different functions, can't it?
Say that again?
Using your mobile phone can come in many different functions, can't it?
Well, we
So
can't
if you're-
touch it.
if you're-
it
if
can
you're-
be used as navigation.
Okay, and then if you touch it at any point during that, then
If
you
you touch
use
it
it,
at
don't
any
you?
point, yeah, you used it. But I have not touched it at any
Okay,
point. That's
and
what I'm trying
like
to
I've
say.
said, mate, I've not seen you do it, so this conversation is a tad pointless in as much as I'm not the one that said I've seen
So
you do it.
basically, I set the navigation while I was in parking. I set the navigation to where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I then put it on the seat and I started driving. And then next thing I know, I got pulled over.
Okay, well that's what you say when you go to court then, isn't it?
Because I don't think there's any harm with putting the phone on the seat.
But the problem is that's what my colleague said though, is it?
He said it's in between
Okay,
your
we're
lap or
going
something
round
like
in
that.
circles here, aren't we? I've said to you many times.
And then you said
I'm not
about
the one that's seen
terrorism
it.
and all that.
Pardon?
What's with the terrorism and all that?
Well, I was just talking about your previous arrests and the previous times you've been dealt with by the police. The most recent one was for a terrorism offence. So I was just merely asking you what it was about. Yeah? I was just asking what it's about. Merely a conversation point as opposed to anything else. No? I mean, it's fairly interesting, isn't it, I would suggest? If you've been dealt with or suspected of terrorism offences, it's fairly interesting for me to ask you what it's about. I don't know what force it is because it doesn't tell me.
Oh, all right.
All right?
Yeah, it's a bit
Okay,
weird. that
lovely.
you mentioned.
All right, mate.
Okay,
Thanks
what I'm
very
going to
much.
do, I'm
You have
going
a
to
lovely
park
day,
here.
will
Yeah?
you? Pardon?
I'm going to park here.
Good man. See you later.
Yeah, I got stopped by this guy here. There's this guy here. I think so. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but your officer pulled me over. Did you actually see me using my phone?
I saw you playing with something in your lap.
Saw me playing something on my lap.
Yeah, your hands were moving in between your legs and you were looking down. So if you weren't playing with your phone, I don't know what you were
So
doing.
you didn't see me playing with the phone then, did you?
Did I say that?
Huh?
Did I say that?
Say what?
That you were playing with your phone? No, I said you were moving your hands in between your legs and looking down at it. And then when you were pulled into the stop sign, there was a phone in between your legs.
But my hands were on the steering wheel all the time.
Well, that's not what I saw.
You saw me looking.
I saw you looking and moving your hands in between your legs playing with your phone.
In between my legs, like on my private parts.
Well, I said it's either that or you were doing something else.
Alright, so you didn't see me playing with my phone.
I saw you looking down at your lap and moving your hands in between your legs. And then when you were pulled into the stop sign, your phone was in between your legs. So we investigate.
But you didn't see me touching the phone.
No, I didn't say that, did I?
You didn't see me touching the phone. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Would you like it written down? Because I'm telling you, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that. Okay, that's it. As long as you didn't see that, that's okay.
See you in court.
Sorry?
See you in court.
Yeah. I mean, I'll absolutely see you in court.
Have a good day.
Yeah. No worries. And that's the officer that pulled me over. Officer, you pulled me over.
Sorry?
I said you pulled me over.
Okay. Okay.
But did you actually see me touching my phone?
I didn't need to. The officer up there did, so I pulled.
No,
you
he
over.
didn't.
Well, that's something in the.
I just asked him. He said he didn't.
Okay, you're gonna have to take the
No,
officer.
no. Did you actually see me touching my
I can't
phone?
remember which vehicle you were in. I stopped so many.
Vehicle.
Is that where you had the phone in between your lap with the sat nav on?
Yeah. The question is, did you see me touching it?
I didn't know.
You didn't?
No.
Okay, so that's two of you didn't see me touch. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to these and tell them that both officers didn't actually see me touching my phone. See if they're gonna save me the headache on that. Warning. Hello, officer. Hello again. Hello again.
How are you?
So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Obviously, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed because it's going to waste my time and all that. So I went back to both officers. None of them actually see me touching my phone. That's quite interesting.
What my colleagues just said to you is that he's seen you right at the top of the road, playing with something in your lap, with your hands moving around, and then my colleague.
No,
there,
what he said he
seen you with
did
a
not
phone
see
in
me touching my phone. Both.
We've been through this conversation. I'm not going to continue to go through the conversation. That's what a court process is for, isn't it? So there's no point in talking about it now.
Yeah, it's like I was going to waste my time for no reason.
Okay, well, that's the law, isn't it? That's what happens. Yeah? That's what a court process is for. If you've got an issue with what we've said and what we've given you a ticket for, then you go and contest it.
So although both of them didn't see me touching my phone, you're still going to...
It's been explained to you. Like I said, I'm not going
No, what I did, I went back.
So we're done then, aren't we? So we're not going to go over and over it again. I'm not going to engage you in conversation. You don't need to. It's a waste of everybody's time. Like you said, you're worried about wasting your time. What you're doing now is a waste of time. Yeah?
How was that a waste of time?
Okay.
So by me driving all the way to court, spending the whole day for no reason...
That's what the court process is for, though, isn't it? In order to either prove or disprove your guilt. If you go to court and you get found not guilty, then happy days. Yeah?
Yeah, but you're not even listening to what I have to say to you.
I've listened to you multiple times.
You didn't. I'm telling you, both officers did not see me touching the phone.
One of them saw you playing with something in your lap, and then when you got there, in your lap was a mobile.
But when it comes to it,
Well, that's fine,
he
they're
didn't
same court, isn't it?
see
Okay,
me
good stuff.
touching the
Alright,
phone.
Lovely, we're done, aren't we? See you later. Bye bye.
Alright.
Have a lovely day.
You have a lovely day. Well, he comes here. I don't even get the sugar numbers, no. That's it. All right. Sitting with that.
He's on his way back. He's coming back. All right.
I thought you don't want to talk anymore.
I'm just saying, well,
Melissa?
Yeah.
What's P4 that car, was it? I thought it was P4.
No, it's not the key, did he? The key's on it, but I thought it was that. I went into it. I know it's gone.
I thought I said it.
Hey, look, officer! Look, it's still between my legs.
Okay, well, end of the day, we can get a call.
It's
So-
still between
okay,
my
we can
legs.
get a call.
I've
No
set it.
discussion.
I've set the tom-tom over there, in my legs,
We'll all get
and
a call and
driving.
have a discussion there.
I can do that.
Okay.
We will see you in court, my friend.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, that was that. Now the $1 million question, or the 6-point question, shall I say? They bottled it. I didn't receive anything. Yeah, I've waited 6 months. It's been 6 months now, so I don't think they can do anything now anyway. But no, I didn't receive anything. The missus said they saw it was you, then they just scrapped it. They didn't want to deal with you. I don't think so. They didn't have any evidence. Like I said, I wasn't touching my phone. It was between my lap. I did set it before I started driving. Walked in between my lap. I started driving, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The last bit was actually recorded with my dash cam. For some reason, my dashcam didn't record. Well, basically, my dashcam didn't record my trip from Oxfordshire all the way to the location. Therefore, when the police officer pulled me over, that's not in my dashcam. Why? I don't know. Sometimes the way you start the engine, well, if you start it like straight away without waiting for the lights to come on and all that, the dashcam doesn't come on. So it didn't record. I was so annoyed. Yeah. From there, I went to the headquarters and Essex Police College, and I think, did I do the prison as well? But you've already seen all these videos. Feel free to search for them again and watch them. So yes, AB out. Yo, Osama. Yeah, it's me, AB. Yeah, they didn't suspect anything. I still got the weapon of mass destruction in the boot. Yeah, still got it. Yeah, it's digital, 20 megapixel. Yeah. A 4K, yeah, 4K. You still want it, yeah? Yeah, see you shortly.